Hello everybody, UmamiHobby here, and today I am excited to share with you my very first Gundam build. Now this is a Master Grade Wing Gundam Zero kit. Master Grade is third from the top. It's Master Grade, then Real Grade, then Perfect Grade. Initially wanted a Perfect Grade, however I thought that was going to be way too ambitious for a first time Gundam builder. Perfect Grade is the most perfect detailed kit you could possibly have, what a real life Gundam would look like to scale. I just put this one together. I didn't customize it or anything like that. I'm not a professional by any means. One day I hope to get to that level, but for now, this is the best that I can do for what my understanding is of building these kits. This kit took me about 6 to 7 hours to build, and I think it would have taken me a lot sooner. However, I was watching TV at the same time, and so during the editing process, there were large gaps where I'm not doing anything, and I think that's when I looked up and was just invested into what was on the TV at the time. There were a lot of small details, there were a lot of small parts. I was actually pretty surprised at how light this is. For some reason, I just thought that they would be a little bit heftier in weight. Even putting it together, all the pieces were plastic, and so there were a lot of parts that I was afraid that it would break or snap. You know, I did snap a few pieces, unfortunately, but that's just part of the process of me learning how these work. But then at the same time, the pieces were also a lot sturdier than I thought. So there were pieces that I was able to put some force behind it. Not that you want to do that with these types of models. You want to be able to just snap it in place as easily as possible. And if you do find yourself forcing something, then you're probably putting it in the wrong spot. And that was another thing too, was that there were some parts that I just did not know how it went. And so you really have to look at the instructions, and you really have to like figure out how pieces kind of go together. So that was also kind of a challenge doing this. But overall, it just felt like a giant jigsaw puzzle where they tell you where the pieces go. It's just so satisfying because you start with like a little tiny piece, and then as you progress, the piece gets bigger and bigger. And then when you snap it into its place, then you realize, oh, I'm building a leg or I'm building an arm. And so that was pretty satisfying. And then putting the whole thing together was just like you just don't believe it. It turned into this huge, gorgeous project. So I hope to eventually get into the perfect grades. I hope to find out how to detail this a little bit more, how to customize it a little bit more to actually make it. But for now, I'm pretty satisfied with this for the first time, for a first time Gundam builder. I hope that anyone that is interested in Gundam building, don't be afraid. I know that there's a lot of choices out there to choose from. My advice is look up the grades, figure out which grade you want to start with, and then go for a Gundam that you are passionate about and that you can't wait to see what it's going to look like at the end. I will say that another part of the process that I thought was pretty interesting was the filming process. So because there were such small pieces that I didn't know how to fit together, sometimes I was a little bit more focused on handling the pieces and figuring out how they went together versus watching how I was filming. It is just a standard top-down type of filming, but I hope to increase the angles in the future and to kind of play around with that. But for now, I'm still learning, and I'm still in the beginning stages of how to translate these projects onto film. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys stick around. I do have other craft projects that I want to work on as well, so I hope you guys are with me throughout the process. And thank you all for being here, and thank you all for enjoying my channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and bear with me as we continue to tackle these more intricate detailed projects on this channel. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye. you.